Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the Big House, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. And the Sun Devils will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So Eastern Michigan's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure.
He's like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Eastern Michigan going fast. Looking to pass. It's Lay. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Pirouettes through. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Cole. He finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
7, Eastern Michigan, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run the option. The pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
This is a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cole. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They run the reverse. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This offense has a second down play. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sun Devils get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Starts to scramble to the left. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Keep it on the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Eastern Michigan going fast. To the air. It's Lay. Feeling some heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Turns it on in midfield. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. Getting some heat. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Makes the score Arizona State 21, Eastern Michigan 3.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Going to try to get it himself. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Eastern Michigan 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's good enough for a first down.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make the play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice game. Eastern Michigan going fast. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He has 60 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Slay. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Picks up what he can and then slides. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner is stopped. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Ypsilanti.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Cole. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. Second down.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 31 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Lay. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some batting.
Got enough space. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Eagles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Cole. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Eastern Michigan, 23.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was... And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he made the extra point without problem.
Eastern Michigan, 30.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's right on target. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a first down.
To the air, it's late. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get to it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Running back, the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield, it's late. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Eastern Michigan, 30.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Looking to throw, it's late. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Yeah, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.